All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for October 23rd through the 31st, 2025 for the collective, but the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take it resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. First card out is let it go or let go. Holding on can do more harm than good sometimes. Stop resisting this. Let it go. Second card out is free yourself. Allow yourself to imagine again. Be the real you. You are free. Get back to basics. Be a kid again. Be weird, unique, fearless, creative, and imaginative. Believe in magic again. And last card out is forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness is freeing. You for letting yourself down, others for what they've done to you. When we forgive, we can begin to heal. It feels like you're going through some sort of breakthrough. Almost like breaking out of a cocoon or some sort of, I don't know, stagnant energy or pent up aggression or frustration or sadness or trauma. Something is being released so that you can get back into that ground zero homeostasis, that level point, the blank slate that we've been talking about. Is it's like you're being freed of people, places, or things that were holding you down, holding you back, and also like a way of thinking, breathing, acting, doing, existing, something of this nature, right? I'm trying to describe this feeling and energy into like some sort of relatable example for y'all here, but it's like some sort of releasing, right? Like it's like some sort of I also get that you're no longer afraid to be you. It's like letting go of the final mask is being dropped from yourself, from like what you were portraying that you thought you had to be to survive, or a way that you thought you had to act or present yourself, or do your business, or um, it's some sort of like facade that you've been keeping up, again, like out of survival, or like out of upbringing, or environmental programming. It's like something, it's given psyche, right? Like it's giving, it's something that you've been doing to yourself. Like it's like something you've been holding yourself back from doing, or being. Like I said over here, it's like something about you being the real you, because you were afraid to stand out. It's like you being the way that you truly are draws people in. Like it puts a spotlight on you. Like you stand out. And like I said, that it feels like this is some sort of like trauma response from the past, where when you, so something happened from like young age, where before this happened you were just being yourself wholeheartedly, just as you are, the way that God Source Universe made you, right? Fully you. But then like something happened. I don't know if it was like that you were bullied, or you got in trouble, or you something traumatic happened to you, and then from that point forward, you got in your mind, or maybe other people told you like it's not safe for you to act that way, or be this way, or express yourself this way. Is something, it feels like externally happened to you, was told to you, that made you like put the cloak on, the cloak of invisibility on, right? To try and like blend in and survive. I just keep getting survival to survive. And you did it very well. You did it really really well, too well, because like now is at the point to where it you got to the point to where you kind of moved through existence without being detected, without being seen. But like now you need to be seen, and so everything that you adopted or took on to kind of blend in, into kind of like deflect the shine or the spotlight from you, you're now going through the process of like removing that shit, so that you can be seen, so that you can be found, so that you can be um, acknowledged and recognized and supported and praised for the work that you do, the gifts that you have, the light that you bring, the all that you are, because it's time. And I tell you all the time, y'all, this is like a sixth sense of humor. Because it's like God's Source Universe really does has like, it's like a sixth sense of humor. It's like you came out the womb the way that you're supposed to be, but then like you needed to have the shitty things to happen to you in order for you to get the wisdom, the experiences, the rites of passage, the growth, the strength, the resiliency, the maturity, right? In order to be in the position that you're in. And so all these things happened to you, and then you adopted all the stuff that you weren't, and you never were, so that you could survive, only to get back to the point of removing all the aforementioned things to get back to being who you were when you came out the womb. Like it's really like it's really like a sixth sense of humor. But I mean, I understand it from a zoomed out perspective because the it just wasn't time. And regardless how I try to chop it up for y'all here, it was not time for you all, for all of us, y'all that I'm speaking to here. It was not safe for us to be seen as we are before. The world was not ready, and many of us were struck down lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime for revealing who and what we truly are to the masses prematurely before the world was ready. We had a contractual time where we were to remain hidden until earth was prepared for us, until it was safe for us to reveal ourselves, right? And the time is now, because it just is, it's divine timing. And I can't, just like for my own story, I can't make the things that I went through as the rite of passage, as the things that built me up to the way that I am now, that gave me the character, that gave me the strength, the tools, the capability, the resiliency, the powers, the gifts and abilities that I have now. I can't remove those things and make them suck any less than what they did as I was going through it. Like, the shit sucked. It was rough, it was rough. And just like for you guys, these things were not walk in the park lessons or experiences that we went through, right? And it did have a lasting effect, and still does have kind of this lasting soul imprint on us. But the ways that we adopted to try to survive and to try and keep going is really doing us more harm than good at this point in time, because we need to be seen. Our people need to find us. People need to see what it is that we're creating. People need to see what it is that we're putting out there. Like, we're meant to be leading people. We're meant to be helping people. We're meant to be serving our soul's purpose and destiny, right? This is our our destinies. And you can't serve the purpose with the invisibility cloak on. Your people can't find you if you're still trying to mask who and what you truly are, and all of your gifts and abilities. And I get it. It's like the PTSD is real. The PTSD is real. But you have to allow yourself to acknowledge the situations that you went through for what it was. It was rite of passage. It was initiation. It was training. It was growth. It was just part of it for us to have the necessary wisdom, experiences, and growth that we needed to become the leaders that we are becoming, that we are now, that we're stepping into, wherever you're at on your timeline, right? Again, doesn't make the shit suck any less, but it that's what it was. And it becomes a lot easier when you're able to acknowledge that, hey, I just needed to go through those things for my own growth, for me to be able to be the version of myself that I am right now, and then let that go. You have to let it go, because in order for you to serve your purpose, you have to be seen. You have to allow yourself to be seen. You have to allow yourself to get back to who and what you truly are, and be okay with being who and what you truly are, and allow yourself to be weird, and to be fearless, and to be quirky, and to put your gifts and abilities and passions out there on display without fear of being persecuted, without fear of being judged. You have so much capability to create the world and the life that you want, but it's immensely cut off when you're still trying to, like, keep the cloak of invisibility on, when you're trying to like slightly blend in, because you like, oh, I don't want the attention on me, or oh, I don't want, I don't want to be in the spotlight, or whatever the case may be here is, it's like you have some sort of pushback on not it's like you don't want fame. And we've had this conversation in some of the past weeks videos about this, where it's the ones who don't want the fame that are getting it. It's the ones that don't want the publicity that are getting it. It's the ones that don't want to be out there in the world like that are getting it. It's because, again, the God source universe got a sick sense of humor, but it's because, y'all, we don't have an ounce of corruption in our souls, and we're not power hungry, right? Like we just want our shit to do good. We want to be able to help people. We want to be able to serve our life's purpose and missions, but you have to be visible to do so. You have got to allow yourself to be seen. You have got to allow yourself to be recognized. And you can only do that by doing the work to work through those fears, work through that trauma, work through that PTSD, of what happened to you before. Like I said, I don't know, is obviously, this is a general reading, is different for everybody, but something happened to you young, where you were you in your fullness, and something external, someone external to you put the kibosh on you being you. Something happened, and it's bringing me here to the last card out of the forgive. You got to forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, not for them but for you, right? Like, remember, I see the zoomed out perspective of it as a human design projector. Really, honestly, I do. I see the zoomed out perspective of every situation, and I see it like, these people, this situation had to happen to all of us, right? In order for us to go into that hiding, to make sure that we got to the finish line, to make sure we got past the point of it being safe for us to reveal ourselves. Because again, let me take you back to the past incarnations. Every incarnation prior to this one, we were struck down for prematurely revealing ourselves, prematurely revealing our gifts, prematurely revealing our abilities to the world, prematurely being visible in all that we are. And so this time, God source universe put a fail safe in the plan. And that fail safe in the plan was these people, places, things, occurrences coming in at a young age, hurting you, affecting you, traumatizing you, putting you on medications, whatever the case may be, to suppress who and what you truly are, in order for you to be able to survive long enough to get to the point where contractually Earth was ready for you. And you would no longer be in danger for being yourself. So you have got to forgive these people that hurt you along the way. You have got to forgive yourself. You've got to forgive all these situations that occurred, right? Because they happened to protect you at the end of the day, to make sure that you would survive long enough, be hidden long enough to get to the finish line, to fulfill the Earth's contractual agreement for it to be safe for you to be revealed. And we've gotten there. So now is go time. Now is time for you to be out there. Now is time for you to heal. Now it's time for you to accept all that you truly are, accept what happened to you, and see it from a shifted, zoomed out perspective for what it really is. Remove your feelings from it and look at it from the higher perspective of, again, it happened to protect you. It happened to make sure that you would survive long enough to get to the point to where this incarnation, you could fulfill your soul's purpose and destiny, because you could not do it any other lifetime prior to, because you were struck down for being visible too soon. It's like I said, it doesn't make the situations any less painful or hurtful, but it does give you the why for and the context to why you went through what you went through. It was for the growth and it was for your protection. Really. The card that's at the bottom of the deck is let love in. Allow yourself to be loved. Open your heart. Release past pain and heartbreak. Be open to receiving love. And I just feel like this is a hugely backing card of what I've just said. It's meant for you now to allow yourself to have the support, to allow others to see you in your greatness, to allow others to recognize you, to release the things that happened to you in the past, to release these traumatic events or occurrences, whatever it is that happened to you, whatever other people did to you, whatever other people said to you that hurt you, that traumatized you, that made you go into hiding. Forgive them because they did it because that was their role to play to protect you in this process. You're here because of the pain. Again, it's a sixth sense. It's a sixth sense of humor. It's a sixth sense of humor, but it makes sense in the long run. Again, we didn't have these fail saves, these people who were our fail saves in the past. We didn't have anybody that came in and like shut us down or shunned us for being ourselves when we were, really young in the past incarnations, and we were struck down because of that. It was for your protection, not a punishment, not to forever keep you chained up in trauma or PTSD or to keep you forever in hiding. It was just so that you would survive to get to the safe point. And that's where you're at now. And now it's time for you to shine. Now it's time for you to be seen. Now it's time for you to be loved. Now it's time for you to be recognized. Now it's time for you to have all the things and to experience the sweetness of life. And that's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. And don't forget that you can apply to work one on one with me or book a recorded reading with me. The links are in the description box below. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace, squad.